Have you ever wondered why certain people or situations repeatedly appear in your life? It's a question that has puzzled many, and still does. What if there's more to these recurring patterns than meets the eye? What if they're part of something larger, something profound? You see, there exist concepts known as soul contracts and karmic contracts. These are intriguing and complex agreements that our souls are said to make before we even enter this world. They could possibly explain these patterns and repetitions that we often experience. Throughout this journey, we'll delve into the depths of these contracts, unravel their mysteries, and perhaps provide a new perspective on why we encounter what we do. We'll explore the significance of these contracts in our lives and how they shape our destinies. Could it be that these are not mere coincidences, but orchestrated events designed to shape our destiny? Imagine a pact made before you were even born, a pact that influences your life's journey. That, in essence, is a soul contract. In the realm of spirituality, soul contracts are believed to be agreements we make before we take our first breath. These pacts, made in the spiritual plane, shape our lives on earth in profound ways. They serve as a kind of roadmap for our souls, outlining key experiences, relationships, and challenges that will facilitate our growth and evolution. Picture soul contracts like a script for a play. These scripts are not about dictating every single action or dialogue, but instead, they set the stage for the main events, the pivotal moments that will shape the character's arc. In our case, this arc is our spiritual development. Soul contracts can encompass a wide range of experiences, from the joyful to the challenging. They might include meeting a soulmate or enduring a difficult situation that pushes us to our limits. These scenarios are not random happenings, but rather, they're vital chapters in our soul story, providing us with the lessons we need to learn. Now, you might ask, why would we choose hardship? Why would a soul willingly sign up for pain or struggle? It's important to remember that from a soul's perspective, the aim is growth, not comfort. The soul yearns to evolve, to expand, and sometimes it's through the crucible of adversity that the most profound growth occurs. These contracts heavily influence our relationships. Each person we encounter, from our closest loved ones to fleeting acquaintances, is part of our soul contract. They all play a role in our journey, helping us to learn, grow, and evolve. But remember, soul contracts are not about predetermination or fate. They're about potential and purpose. They're about embracing the dance of life, with all its twists and turns, and growing into the fullest, most authentic version of ourselves. In essence, a soul contract is your soul's to-do list for this lifetime. Karmic contracts, on the other hand, are all about cause and effect. Imagine a seesaw with your soul sitting in the middle, trying to maintain equilibrium. On one side, you have the weight of your past actions, and on the other, the consequences you must face. This is the essence of a karmic contract. These contracts are the spiritual equivalent of karma, an ancient concept that originated from Eastern philosophies, particularly Buddhism and Hinduism. Karma, in its simplest form, is the law of moral causation. It's the idea that every action has a reaction, every cause and effect. Now, apply this principle to your spiritual journey, and you have a karmic contract. Karmic contracts are believed to be agreements we make, not with others, but with ourselves. They are promises our soul makes to balance out the positive and negative experiences from our past lives. Let's say, in a previous life, you were a person of great wealth who took advantage of others. Your karmic contract might involve experiencing life from the opposite perspective, living as someone who is taken advantage of, to understand the pain you once inflicted. These contracts aren't punishments. Instead, think of them as lessons, opportunities for growth and understanding. They serve to guide us towards empathy, compassion, and ultimately, spiritual enlightenment. Of course, it's essential to remember that this is a spiritual concept, one that people interpret differently. Some might not believe in past lives or karma at all, and that's entirely valid. What's important is that we each find our own path and our own understanding of the world around us. In the end, a karmic contract is about balance. It's about understanding that for every action, there's a reaction. It's about learning from our past mistakes and growing as spiritual beings. It's the universe's way of teaching us that every decision we make has consequences, and sometimes those consequences span lifetimes. A karmic contract, then, is your soul's balancing act. It's a journey towards equilibrium, a journey that shapes us into the souls we are meant to be. Now you might be wondering, how do soul contracts and karmic contracts interact? Let's dive into the depths of this insightful query. Imagine soul contracts and karmic contracts as two intertwined threads of a cosmic tapestry. Each thread, while distinct, contributes to the grand pattern of your life's journey. Soul contracts primarily revolve around growth. They are the agreements we make before birth, outlining the lessons we aspire to learn in our physical existence. These contracts propel us towards experiences that enrich our souls, fostering personal and spiritual development. On the other hand, karmic contracts are all about balance. They are the subtle ties that bind us to certain people, circumstances, or life events in the pursuit of karmic resolution. These contracts act as cosmic checks and balances, ensuring we address unresolved issues or debts from past lives. But here's the fascinating part. These two contracts are not mutually exclusive. They dance together on the stage of life, influencing and shaping our destiny. A soul contract may lead us into a situation that requires karmic resolution. Conversely, a karmic contract might serve as a catalyst for soul growth, pushing us into scenarios that challenge us and promote spiritual maturation. Consider a simple analogy. A soul contract is like a curriculum, outlining the subjects you need to master in this life school. And a karmic contract? It's like the assignments and tests you face, nudging you to apply what you've learned and grow from the experience. But remember, the interplay of these contracts is not a deterministic process. We have free will to navigate our paths, to learn or not learn from our experiences. The contracts merely provide the framework, the opportunities for growth and balance. Ultimately, it's up to us to embrace these opportunities and shape our destiny. So you see, the interplay between soul contracts and karmic contracts is a beautiful cosmic dance, choreographed by our higher selves for the evolution of our souls. Together, these contracts shape the course of our soul's journey. Recognizing these contracts is just the first step. The real challenge lies in honoring them. Like any agreement, soul and karmic contracts demand a commitment, not just a passive understanding. But this commitment is not about signing on a dotted line or making a verbal promise. It's about living consciously, making decisions that align with our higher self, and being open to the lessons life presents us. Every experience we encounter, whether it's bathed in joy or steeped in challenge, is a part of these contracts. They're not random occurrences, but purposeful events, designed to guide us towards our true essence. It's easy to embrace the joyful moments, isn't it? The moments of love, achievement, and success. But what about those of loss, failure, or heartbreak? They're harder to accept, yet they are equally essential, for they often carry the most profound lessons. Honoring our contracts means embracing both the light and the shadow aspects of our lives. It's about understanding that the heartbreak was not a punishment, but an opportunity for growth. The failure was not a setback, but a redirection. It's about knowing that every loss paves the way for a new beginning. We are not victims of our circumstances, but active participants in our spiritual journey. And as we navigate this journey, we also need to honor the contracts of others. Remember, each soul is on its own unique path, learning its own unique lessons. Just as we respect our journey, we must respect theirs. We cannot force our understanding or expectations onto them. Their journey is their own, as ours is to us. This mindful approach to life is not easy. It requires courage, patience, and a lot of self-love. But the rewards are immeasurable. When we honor our contracts, we don't just exist, we truly live. We don't just survive, we thrive. We become more compassionate, more understanding, and more connected to ourselves and the world around us. In honoring these contracts, we step into our true power and purpose. We become the co-creators of our destiny, shaping our lives with wisdom and love. We align with the universe, and in doing so, we align with the very essence of who we are. In conclusion, soul contracts and karmic contracts are profound spiritual tools that guide our life's journey. They're like the invisible threads that weave together the tapestry of our existence, connecting us to our past, present, and future. Understanding these contracts is akin to understanding the blueprint of our souls, revealing the path we're meant to tread in this life and the lessons we're destined to learn. Honoring our contracts is not just about acknowledging our spiritual commitments, but also about embracing the growth they bring. They help us balance our karma by providing us opportunities to right our past wrongs and to build a future that resonates with our highest self. They're like the compass that helps us navigate through the vast ocean of life, guiding us towards our true purpose. Remember, every person, every encounter, every challenge is a chance to fulfill your contract and grow. So embrace your journey, honor your contracts, and watch as your life unfolds in harmony. Don't forget to subscribe and like our channel for more enlightening content.